Shh. All right. Here we go. The story of the ringleader. Follow along with me as I read with you. For the most part, Zoe was a quiet and studious fourth grader. One day, her class had a terrible substitute teacher named Mrs. George. Ooh, I see substitute. Maybe I'll try to remember them too. By lunch, everyone was so bored that they could barely stay awake. I think that's one, right? It was a legitimate problem. Zoe decided to be the ringleader and rescue her class from certain death by boredom. She decided that the class would create a paper airplanes and throw them at Mrs. George when she turned her back to write on the board. To turn her plan into reality, Zoe started with the troublemakers. It was an easy job. They said yes straight away. Next were the goody-goody kids, who eventually obliged. Planes were being designed underneath desks, and as Mrs. George rambled on and on, she was totally oblivious to the class. When the planes were ready and Mrs. George turned her back, Zoe gave the gesture to launch. 3, 2, 1 went the countdown. And then 32 paper airplanes flew straight at Mrs. George's. She turned and was hit with several in the face. She was irate. What did I say? Irritate? I did, didn't I? She was irate and demanded to know who was responsible. All 31 of Zoe's classmates looked at her in her direction. Mrs. George kept Zoe after school and took away her recess all week. But then she said something interesting. You are a leader, Zoe. I only hope you use your leadership for good. All right, did I miss any words?
You missed like a lot.
Did I? Well, studious, legitimate. But those are already lit up in blue. There they are. All right, you guys got it? All right, there's a story. You can use this screencast to reread the story. Darrow. Out.